try out this new format where basically I'm gonna be farming and talking for an extended time about different types of topics, and you can just use this as your background noise. So enjoy! On my list we have to farm stuff for Visual, Tignari, Furina, and Sucrose. I originally wanted this video to be in slightly different format. I wanted it to be... Is Tignari dead? Okay. What? I originally wanted it to be kind of like a long type of content that feels a little bit more like a podcast / stream, but I literally tried to make that video for like the past half an hour and I could not focus on literally anything I'm saying. I don't know why, but I started getting so angry at myself that I just can't talk. I can't play the game and talk about the specific topics I want to talk about. I think it's because I just put that pressure on myself that I will not be able to edit it and I want everything to sound perfect. I can't repeat myself and stuff like that. Also, a few people asked me if I could go over the rules again for the challenge, and no problem. I just want to also remind people that they are always written down in the description, so if you forget them at any point of time, you can always just check the description and it's gonna be there. But basically, the point of the challenge is that I want our first 4-star character and 5-star characters to be our mains on 2 separate teams in Spiral Abyss. So our first character was Visual, so she's gonna be a main in the first team, and Tignari was our first 5-star, so he's gonna be a main on the second team. Right now, as you can see, I am using them in the same team, but ideally I do want to change that. I'm only using them in the overworld together right now because we don't have a lot of characters in general, and it would be honestly kind of a waste to not use them together. So this is the compromise I decided to make. And then the second rule is that we can only use character we pull for, except for doing archon quests. Meaning that we can't just run around with Amber and use her to light up all the torches for puzzles in the overworld. No, we have to wait until we pull a pyro character in order to do it, which is the reason why I'm constantly raving about the pyro character and how much I want it, because there are so many puzzles and chests we had to miss out on because we don't have a pyro character. And the reason for that is very simple. In order to progress in the game, you have to do the archon quests. It's not necessary to do the puzzles, but archon quests are 100% necessary, which is why I decided to make that exception, and I feel like it's a fair one. I don't think there's any point in us being stuck on like a beginner archon quest simply because, oh, we don't have an animal character or we don't have a pyro one. Also, while we're here, one thing that I just remembered, I also want to clarify that characters we get for free, so for example, we got Shenling by doing Spiral Abyss, and Kali, Barbara, all these characters we still can't use because we didn't pull for them. To me, they count as starter characters. However, there is a possibility we can start using those starter characters when we pull for them. So for example, if we pull on the center banner a Kaya constellation, that means we can finally start using Kaya. I also asked you guys what type of topics would you be interested for me to talk about in these types of farming videos. And for example, one of the things was, what are my plans in terms of the series and also my channel. So for this series, obviously I want to build 2 teams, one for official and one for Team Natty, but I don't really want to tell you exactly what type of teams we will make. I only have told you that I want a spread team and a taser team, and that is all the info I'm gonna give. Because I kind of want to keep it a surprise, because then you will not know which characters I want to pull for, and I think it's gonna be a bit more fun. I was also thinking possibly when we already build fully the 2 teams, I want to maybe go and try to defeat every single boss in the game and see if we're able to do it with our 2 teams. And when it comes to my plans channel-wise, I actually really Okay, I actually really would want to expand my channel to possibly start introducing different games. Not right now, because first of all, I don't have any other game that I think would match this channel. And also simply because I have a lot of video ideas. I have this series and my other Perfecting My Account series, so I don't feel the need to start a different game on my channel, but that is a goal for the future. I definitely would want to just introduce a new game and maybe post videos of it once a month and then slowly transition into posting it a bit more often. Because, let's be honest, I can't imagine that I'm gonna be posting Genshin videos my entire life. I definitely think that I'm gonna have to try out different things if I want to stay on this platform. But we still have years of Genshin content ahead of us, so don't worry about that. I think that I would also love to do maybe 1 or 2 more series in Genshin. Not right now, because the idea of having 3 accounts at once is not fun to me. I also want to have more than 1 channel, just in general. Maybe a different channel for some different game. I actually even recently started a book-related channel, so completely nothing to do with games. But this is what I mean. I just want to try out different things and see which ones work out and just not give up on my dreams. Okay, I think we can condense all of that present, because when it comes to Sucrose and Farina, they're already both at level 80, so we don't have to farm the boss drops for them. Now we just need to focus on talent books and artifacts, so that's what we're gonna slowly try to incorporate here. Now we can go for whopper flowers. Another thing that we could talk about is what I actually thought of recently, is talking about how I imagined my channel to look like when I first started over a year ago, and then what it looks like right now. Because I haven't really seen a lot of people talk about it, like what was their original vision of the channel and then them shifting depending on how the videos are performing. Keep up. Which was definitely a case for me. Let's start with the fact that I come from completely different gaming areas, I guess, of YouTube. And I've never seen any gacha type of gameplay on YouTube. I thought that I will be able to incorporate the type of gameplay that I saw other YouTubers on different games here. So for example, I thought that just like casual gameplay is something that people would be interested in. So as an example, my very first video that I made is a weekly gameplay. And I was so surprised that, first of all, no other YouTubers do it. And I thought that, oh, maybe I'm gonna add something new to the table. But in reality, I realized that no one does it because this video doesn't sell, quote unquote. No one really wants to see weekly gameplay. I would say that if you want to become a Genshin YouTuber, you gotta start a new series. Like, that is the reality. You gotta start a new account because no one's gonna watch your old one. And I have learned that the hard way. And that's why I've been talking about creating a new series for a couple of months before I started my Post the Side series. And I'm so glad I did because, well, you can see how much my channel grew thanks to that. I am sure that a lot of you actually started watching my channel because you have discovered the Post the Side series. Which, can I just say that the first episode of this series already has 450,000 views. That is literally, that's basically 500,000 views. I don't think I expected that in my wildest dreams. I remember that when I was posting that video, I had on average around 15k views on videos. Some of them were getting 20. And so I thought, okay, 50,000 would be like max that I'm gonna get. And I'm gonna be so proud of myself if I do. And then I think I got definitely over 100,000 views within the first 24 hours. I don't think I even went this viral when I posted my first viral video, and that was the bowling Scaramouche one. I also have seen a few of you suggest to talk about my experience so far in Genshin.
By royal decree.
And oh my, did something happen to my... Oh, okay, my headphones just didn't work for a second. Now it's fine. It got disconnected. I was like, wait, what happened? Because, okay, do you want to hear a secret? I just did a cut because I spilled coffee all over myself and on a blanket that I literally washed yesterday. Because yesterday I was doing laundry of all the blankets and pillows and stuff like that I had. And obviously, the second that I cleaned them, I made them dirty again. Okay, we defeated all Whopper Flowers and Arrow Shooters thingies, and the last enemy I want to defeat are Fungi for Tidnari. Here we have Fungus. We have to, you know what? Considering that we can't use Fischl, we could put, what's his name? Shincho instead of Fischl, so that the Fungi don't get activated. Okay, that looks good to me. Where are Fungi? I think they're down somewhere. Oh, I think I started talking about my Genshin experience, right? So, oh wait, I see Dendroculus. I remember that when I first started playing the game, I was truly so fascinated by it. And honestly, I still am. I still think that it's probably my favorite game that I've ever played. It just came to me at such a right time because I had like a really terrible roommate situation and I was just struggling a lot. I moved out to a different city. I was missing all my friends and I just felt so homesick and I did not have a fun time. And so when I discovered Genshin, it felt like such a great way for me to cope with reality, and I was able to just escape to a different reality, even if it was just for a little bit every day. But it made me feel so much better, and I really believe that Genshin helped me to get through that difficult time in my life. I definitely have struggled with burnout, but I think that this series actually was the reason that made me get out of my burnout. And even though I would definitely not say that, oh, if you're struggling with burnout in Genshin, just start a new account, because that is a terrible advice, but I think that it definitely helped me. Hold on, we can get this chest from the dancing lady. My favorite part about this game is definitely the graphics. When I first opened the game and I started playing it, it was the first thing that really sparked the joy in me. All the characters and landscapes, the music, everything just worked so perfectly. It felt like such a high production game. Because when I first heard that this game is free, I was like, okay, it definitely can't be, you know, good and well produced. But the more I played it, the more I realized that, first of all, Hoyoverse is a multi-billionaire company and they actually make a ton of money in this game. But I also realized that they did put a lot of effort into creating this atmosphere and making the game just beautiful. I think it's also very unique in terms of lore. I don't think that any of the games that I've played ever had something as detailed as this. And finally, the third reason why I love this game is definitely the combat. I was never the type of person that loves combat style games, and this one, I think it's because of its uniqueness and the reactions, the elements, all of that. It didn't feel like it's strictly combat. It's also a lot of having just fun and seeing, okay, what two characters with two different elements can do together. Definitely the first time ever where I play a game and I genuinely enjoy the combat of it. However, of course, not everything is just perfect. There are some things that I dislike about the game. I think for me, The biggest downside to it is the fact that it is a game that you have to play every single day. Again, I come from a very different types of games, and so that was the first time that I was met with something like a need to log in every single day and FOMO and me feeling like, oh my god, if I'm not logging in every day, then I'm losing resin. That was such a weird thing to realize, and I think all of us in one way or another, when we really get into Genshin, we kind of have this moment where we realize, wait a goddamn minute, I may or may not be a little addicted. Fortunately, with time, I was able to distance myself from the game and really take a breath and realize that, okay, this is not that big of a deal. It's okay, nothing happens. And now I don't feel the pressure to log in every single day. But I still wish that there was a possibility to just log in once or twice a week, use all of your condensed resin, and be done with it for the whole week. Also, because I want this to be a long talking video, my voice is already not doing so great, and it's only been 40 minutes of me recording that. I think I just got so unused to, I don't know if that's a word, but unused to talking for a really long time. Because back a couple months ago, I used to stream every other day for like 3 hours straight. And I mean, to be fair, I did have my moment where I completely lost my voice and I couldn't talk. But my throat just got used to speaking for that long. I just had to remember to hydrate a lot. I've only haven't been streaming regularly for a month and I already feel like, oh my god. I can't talk for a long time. Okay, we got rid of all the fungus. And now what I want to do is I want to go for all the flowers we have to get. So we're gonna start with lemongrass for visual. I want to see how this video is gonna perform because I wanted to do this type of just talking video for quite some time, but I didn't really know how you guys will receive it. I personally really like putting videos as my background noise, so I probably wouldn't even notice a difference between this and a regular video on YouTube. But let me know if you enjoy these types of, I guess, slower content. That's what I would call it. It's kind of like nothing super extreme is happening, but I'm still making progress because I am farming stuff for the characters we have. Actually, show me visual. Oh, we need a lot of lemongrass. Now I have to go and gather flowers for sucrose. This type of farming would probably be better to do on stream, and I don't know, maybe at some point I'm gonna feel motivated again to stream. But to be honest with you, not only did I get super burned out from streaming every other day, but also I just realized that I don't know if streaming is necessarily for me. I always felt really stressed out from streaming. I know probably you couldn't tell from me that I'm stressed out all the time, but I was, trust me, I really was. Maybe we could actually start a conversation in the comment section as well. Which characters do you main? What type of teams have you made for them? And why do you make them? I will start first. My main on my main account is Yaimiko and Nahida. I use both of them in one team. I actually got Yaimiko kind of by accident. I mean, not really. I actually really wanted to pull for Yaimiko, but the reason why I didn't do it is because her rerun was right after Nahida's release and also right before Scaramouche, and these were two characters that I really wanted to have on my account. So I thought, okay, you know what, it's fine, I can just pull for her on her rerun. I'll wait a couple of months, it's fine. And then I do a couple of single pulls because I was thinking of getting Layla, a new character at the time, and I do 4 single pulls. And not only did I get a 5-star on 4 pity, but I also won my 50-50. So I just believe that Yaimiko was a happy little accident. And ever since I got her, I ended up loving her so much. And it's so funny because originally I wanted to skip her banner for Scaramouche, and then I ended up using her way more than Scara. Okay, how many did we manage to get? Okay, we have quite a few lemongrass, so probably one more run and I'll have enough. Oh, Furina, we have to go for her lilies. That's true. And then sucrose. Oh, also 48. That's literally exactly the same number as Fischl. Okay, we can move on to Fontaine then to go for lilies. And that's probably gonna be the last thing we're gonna do today. I hope this video is not gonna end up super boring. Like, I hope that you're gonna at least enjoy listening to it. I don't know, let me know. Because if this video performs pretty well, that would be great, because there is possibility that if I see that you guys are enjoying this, then we could simply make more of these. And that would mean that since this is kind of a simple video, you know, not a lot of editing and just me talking, we could potentially have more of them in the future. Someone told me that you just need to do a puzzle in order to get rid of the wind here, but honestly, I feel like it's not just a puzzle. I feel like this is something connected with a world quest. Like, this doesn't look like just, you know, normal regular puzzle. Oh, you know what? I want to do this puzzle because it's so funny. You just punch a ball. Oh, what the? What? Hello? Is that was that supposed to be here? Wait, I did it on the first try on my main account. Why am I struggling now? Oh, did it. How many did I get? Oh, I already have enough. Okay, we don't need to farm them at all anymore. I'm not gonna max out the characters level 90 just yet because, well, first of all, I actually don't know if we can ascend them yet. But also, I don't have enough books to do that, you know? Like, I completely got rid of all of them when I was leveling up Furina and Sucrose. So this might be a good place to finish this video. Let me know how you feel about this types of chill, podcasty type of streaming content. I don't know how to say this, honestly.